Welcome back to the Bourbon Retriever, where I go out in the wild, hunt some bourbon, bring it back to do a review for you. Today, we're going to find out what is the best wild turkey at 101 proof. Stay tuned. We're going to find out here. You got the budget one. We have this is a barrel hand selected by Master Distiller Eddie Russell for the Virginia ABC. And then we have the 12-year Wild Turkey. This is a Japanese exclusive. I had a buddy who went to Japan, helped pick it up for me. Um, Obviously, this one's the hardest one to get. This one is like double the cost of this. Um, and then this is double the cost of this on secondary. My buddy was able to get it, I think, for like 40 or 50 bucks, I think, in the yen to American conversion. So this really shouldn't be that expensive, but you can't get in the U.S., and so the secondaries are commanding a much higher price. Does this beat these? Is this pound for pound the best? We'll find out. I'm getting a bunch of like outdoor, very light fruit, very crisp. I think this would be a great outdoor sip or whatever this is. I'm not getting any really much ethanol, surprisingly. It might be these glasses I use. I like these more than a traditional Glen. Feels better at the bottom to hold. I have to say, not much going on. Very delicate. But I'm also not getting a lot of the typical burn you might get from something that's 101. It rolls off the palate really, really delicately. Maybe like a small, light, very light nut, not like a Jim Beam nut. This is a very, very light, almost like it was maybe a dash, like little like the guy with the meme. Okay, two. I'm definitely getting a lot more flavor on two. Two beats one hands down. I don't even really need to do a second test. That is much, much better. The nose, I'm just getting darker notes, maybe more age notes, which makes me think it's a 12. But we'll see. Oh, that's good. That is so good. That is really good. It's gonna be tough for three to beat that, but we'll see. Okay, I like that. Um, Not as old as two, but definitely I'm getting a lot more of the flavor. It's not as delicate as one is. This I'm getting a lot more of like an apple, um, like a green apple. Maybe a little bit of ethanol in that one, but I'm definitely getting more flavor with the ethanol. Even though in theory these are all 101, so I should be getting the same kind of proof. Different bottles do drink different. I'm an AB, A and C. I guess I'm an AC, A and C, and see how they are. Because sometimes when you go back, it really it changes a lot. So maybe I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna prejudge. I'm gonna do back reverse, and start with B again. You shouldn't skip it. You don't want to skip such a good pour as this. Yeah, that's just so good. I'm getting caramel, which I normally don't get on wild turkey. Um, the front of it is very similar to like a wild turkey profile, very light, airy. But this, it turns into a caramel and then oak on the back end, and then it just lingers a little bit. Like I'm still getting some of that oak, uh, which is really that's really good. Watch, that's gonna be 101 right there, and I'm gonna credibly it's gone. Yeah, I'm still not getting a lot of one. It's still just like I don't want to say water because I definitely get some like ethanol and I get the alcohol. And there's a little flavor there, but it is not much going on. Two is the best, so I'm gonna put maybe that up front. Three was second, one was last. All right, let's figure out what they are. Maybe go last first, first last. Let's save the suspense. We'll do three first. I'm at one first, which is third. It's the Kentucky Spirit. That's what I was expecting. I've never been a fan of the Kentucky Spirits. This is now my second one. I thought I'd give it a chance because they are all single barrels. Um, so you could have a bad one. Maybe I just got two bad ones in a row. For being like $60+ when you can get the Wild Turkey 101 for under half, if not maybe three. If you get the really big bottles, cut down the cost. Maybe three of those for one of these. Like it doesn't make no sense for me at all. Um, these are passes for me going forward. I got this because it's Eddie picked it for the ABC. I don't who knows if he actually did. That's what the tag says. Um, but not sure I'll be buying another one of those. Two, I think it's 101. Yep, two is 101. This, it is. You can't beat this. It is so good. Especially, different people have different thoughts on this. When this bottle gets to about like a third left, it changes a whole different dynamic. The first, 2/3 of it, very typical bourbon. Nothing to sing about. But when it gets down to that last third, there's something about it that just it gets so much flavor. Yeah, I still get that apple, kind of like on the grass field, but not like a youthy grain. Um, I just get that kind of like summer day. I'm chilling in the backyard, freshly cut grass, um, relaxing. It is such a great pour. Which that means our last bottle is the 12 year. Whew, me, my credibility stays. This bottle, go and get. Let me drink and get it. Is it worth secondary prices for what you can get it in Japan? It's 100% worth that. For $50, this is a magnificent pour and 100% worth double of the regular 101. Yeah, that's good. So right now they're going for like 150 on secondary around me. Uh, I don't think I can recommend it for 150. It really depends on the person. Like, are you a Wild Turkey fanboy? If you're a Wild Turkey fanboy, it's probably worth 150 to you. Just because it's 12-year aged product. You can't. There's no Wild Turkey aged products really in the market that are shelf stable. Some of the Master Keeps have age statements, but those are once a year and they vary. If you're a Wild Turkey fanboy and you have the means, I would get it. Would I buy a second for 150? No. Um, would I pay 100? Man, I might be pushing it at that. Synopsis: don't buy this if you see it. Not worth it. Always have this on your shelf. Worth every penny. And if you're a Wild Turkey fanboy, go for it. The rest of you can probably spend your money elsewhere for the time and effort or the money you'd have to spend. But if you're in Japan, 100% pick one up, if not two or three, because they are absolute killer bottles. Till next time, make yourself a little happier, adopt a puppy. One of the best decisions I made in my life. Cheers.